Hey guys, Greggy here. Happy EX11 release weekend. Happy Nats weekend. Good luck to anyone who's there. Um, I thought I'd celebrate Liberator EX11 release weekend by showing off my Fish deck profile. I've been playing Fish for a while. I've been playing it since like the Waybon days. We went through the like Zhangpangmon days. Fish has been through a lot of stuff, but Fish keeps getting Liberator support and keeps changing and evolving. And I thought I would show you what I'm doing for my deck after EX11. I pulled 2 boxes. I got a lot of these cards. I'm looking for the Ryugumon still, but I got like almost a place at a Yao. I did pull a SP Medusamon, so I was really happy about that today, and I'm going to try to offload that. Anyway, this is my Fish deck profile for EX11, Ariemon deck profile, whatever you want to call it. Let's get into it. On 4 of the BT22 Pyoyomon, I was forever a Bukamon stan. I loved the BT7 Bukamon, the gain of memory when you play a guy from sources. That Bukamon was my homie forever. But we have to sadly say goodbye and move on, because this deck, the current version of it, just shoves so many guys from your hand into sources, so many Digimon, that you start to run out of cards in your hand. And that was a big issue for me, and this egg helps to alleviate that problem just by drawing you a card whenever you put an Aquatic animal into your Digimon Stitch Evolution cards. So you can tool around with the Bukamon if you want, if you really value that memory, but this deck kind of already gains much memory anyway, so I don't really think that's as important as drawing a single card. I'm on the 4 memory cost reduced to Digivolve Sangomon, and the 4 of the Searcher Sangomon. This is typical Liberator stuff, like you run 4 of each of these in almost every Liberator deck. They are just like your guys. The Searcher is very good in this deck, because like I said, cards in your hand get a little low, so searching for 2 cards is just like godsend. And then the end of attack, gain of memory, and heritable is just like so good, especially with a lot of the new cards we're getting, or I guess the new Ryugumon. It just feels so much safer to attack, and end of attack to just gain a memory. And heritable, if you can jam a bunch of them into sources, you gain so much memory, and you jam a lot of guys into sources now. And then we are on 3 of the new Sangomon, the EX11 Sangomon. In case you didn't know, it's got when moving and on play. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, draw a card. And then it also has end of attack, gain of memory, and it's inheritable, so it's got the typical Sangomon heritable. I'm playing this over the jamming Sangomon, the one that on play tucked itself to give blocker and can't be deleted in battle. That one is still on my mind. I'm thinking about it because sometimes I don't draw the jamming and it's a little scary. But with the new Ryugumon, it's got evade. You don't need jamming as much, even though like you probably want it. The new Ryu is also 12k instead of 11k, which might come up in some matchups. But I think, like I said, just drawing a card way more valuable. Like we just want to keep our hand as full as possible, so we have the most options and the most plays we can make. For level 4s, I'm on 3 of the BT22 Shellmon. It's the decode one, and I'm playing Digimon. You can place a level 5 or lower Aquatic animal trait Digimon into his sources, and it's got inheritable jamming. This basically is just being played because it's named Shellmon and has a jamming inheritable. I really value the jamming inheritable, and I really value the Shellmon name. You could run like Seedramons and stuff over this. Like the Rush Seedramon is probably worth it at some number in this deck, but I'm trying these ratios right now and it's been working out, so I don't know. The decode on this is kind of fake, but like it is kind of nice if they like delete your level 4s. There's a lot of things that just like can kill level 4, and then you're just like, okay, here's a Shellmon or Sangomon, I'll draw a card, or Sangomon and I'll search. Like it's kind of makes your board a little more hard to out, but that doesn't really come up because like putting a rookie under it is a lot of times like not what you want to do. Mostly it's just for the jamming inheritable. On 4 GKmon, this remains one of the best cards in the deck. It's probably going to be one of the best Fish cards like forever, just because it's got the jamming inheritable, which like I said I value a lot, and then on play draw a card. If played from sources, you gain a memory. So just like I said, more memory gain. This deck gains so much of the memory. You could play this off the Marine Bull inheritable to try to like keep your turn and stuff, or keep your extending your plays. If you decode this guy out, he steals turn, which is really funny, or like steals memory from your opponent. Yeah, we just love the Seagull. It's not really Fish, it's a Seagull, but he got Aquatic, so he belongs in the deck. Fish and friends. And then I'm on 3 of the Shellmon that just plays a Yao for free if you have 1 or less. yeah, we want to play our Yaos. We want to get as many Yaos as possible, just because they accumulate value. Just, you usually play this. It's not a 4 because, like, once you have 2 Yaos out, it loses all of its value. And usually you'll kind of get there before you draw, like, the second one of these. So, yeah. For 5s, I'm on 7 Marine Boltmon, 7 level 5s. I'm on 4 of the BT19 one and 3 of the Warp BT22 one. The BT19 one lets you, when Digivolving or on play, just put a level 5, or it's just any card. Any card with accuracy and among its sources, and then end of attack, play a level 4 or lower. From sources, it's inheritable. You really value these guys for their inheritable more than anything. The decode level 4, they both have it, is kinda nice, but it's... Decode, I think, is one of the worst forms of protection, because a lot of the time they can just de-digivolve you, and then you lose all that protection, you lose your decode. Or they just delete you in battle, which I know a lot of the fish decks do have battle protection, but mine doesn't. So they can just like suspend you and swing over you, or like the new Vortex Digimon just says, let's fight, and like that. By the way, that matchup basically impossible. Good luck if you try it, if you play against that deck. This deck, you just gotta get there before they do, and man, it's hard. But yeah, this he's good, just serviceable. Named Marine Bull is mostly why you're on it. I was on the Shikemon for a while, the level 5 bird, and I love that card. It's so good to just like get the unsuspend and also play a rookie out. But it's awkward with these cards until the inheritables say gain a memory end of attack. So if you play it out, you lose that inheritable. This deck's playstyle more, it's less play a bunch of dudes out right away and like keep putting them back in. It's more build up one big stack. Like put a bunch of things, a bunch of sources in there, get one attack off, gain a bunch of memory, play a bunch of guys out, and then go Ariemon and just spit a bunch of bodies out. And you just like, yeah, it's really cool. I really enjoy what they're doing with it. It's a different playstyle than normal fish, but it's good. Speaking of good, the new Digimon is so good. I really think this card is the best Digimon you could be playing. I don't think you could play like the BT22 one that stuns Tamers and stuns Digimon and also Bot-Tex level 5s. But this guy Bot-Tex really anything you want. It's got evade, decode level 5 or lower, on play when Digivolving, when attacking. All good words except for, I guess the on play works with decode, so that is also good. By placing an Aquatic animal Digimon in this Digimon sources from your hand, you can unsuspend. And then all turns when effects add to its Digivolution cards, you can bottom deck a opponent's Digimon with less sources than you. So, like I said, you're building up so many sources that you're going to be able to bot deck almost all things. If they don't have protection, they're gone. If they didn't DNA Digivolve with 6 Digimon build stacks, they're gone. Like, it's just so good and can out so many things. There are decks that's a little awkward against, obviously, but I don't know. But evade and decode are also super good, so you can evade like anything that's trying to like raid into you, and then you can also evade and decode at the same time. So if they try to remove you by like deletion, you say, okay, I'll decode, play a guy out for my sources, and then I'll evade and I'll save myself too. So you just like get a lot of value that way. This card is good. Usually I like to evo into it and then attack and then get the unsuspend. I don't like swinging with my 5 a lot of the time, but sometimes you do have to, and then you can just evo and unsuspend. So just having that flexibility is super good to either one evo or one attacking to do its thing. This is definitely a 4 if I want to play less than 4. I have also for 6s considered Neptunemon, but I couldn't really fit him in the deck. There's probably some space to cut, so if you can find space and run Neptunemon, that's another like form of protection for your deck. I think I might give that a try. There's a lot of options for the 6 line. You can run like Metal Cedar Ace. You can run like Zhang Peng if you still want to do that. It like wipes the board instead of just outing one guy. Yeah. A lot of options for the fish 6s, but this is the one I went with. And then an honorary fish 6, because you can evo off of Marine Bullmon, is Ariemon. This card was a godsend for this deck. When I read this card, I was like, wow, fish decks are almost saved. They will never be saved. I think this archetype is a little rough most of the time because you require so many things to go right for you. But this made the deck a lot better. Holy moly, this card does literally everything that you want it to do. It decodes level 6 or lower sea animal, evos for 4 off of a 6, which is just like so good. Or you can, in emergency, evo off a Marine Bull for 6 cost. When Digivolving, you play a level 3, level 4, and level 5 Aquatic sea animal from her sources, and then when Digivolving and when attacking, by placing another one of your Digimon as her bottom source, she unsuspends and bottom decks one of your opponent's Digimon. So, like, she's removal, she's a whole board in herself. Like, she has 4 bodies on her own, and, like, a lot of those bodies have decode and are super annoying to out. And just, like, it's hard for a lot of decks to deal with that aren't named, like, Omnimon that just bottom decks everything. Yeah, this card, whew, I love it. I love it so much. She's also aggressive because she unsuspends, so, like, you get multiple checks with her. Onto the Yaos. So, I'm on 2 of, I call them Scramble Tamers. There's a Scramble Yao, because they do similar thing to Scramble. Start your main phase by returning her to the bottom of the deck. You play a Yao from your hand and a Sangomon from the trash if you don't have a Digimon. So, if you need to do, like, a crackback on your opponent out of your board, and you're like, oh shoot, what do I do? I don't have anything. I have no guy raising. Like, what am I gonna do? You can at least use this Yao to play a rookie, and then try to build from there. Sadly, you don't get the start of main phases effects of any of your Yaos, but you do like get the other effects, which are pretty valuable a lot of the time. She also has all turns when effects add to distribution cards with Aquatic sea animal. By suspending her, draw 1. So I wasn't one of this before, but I bumped it up to 2 just because the new Yao works really well with this Yao. Just being able to tuck guys into sources a little easier, lets you draw cards a little easier with this one. And like I said, you really want to draw cards. You want cards in hand in this deck. So she's good. She's a 2 of, and then I kind of like it at that number. You can maybe run just a 1 of or like 0, and I wouldn't really blame you. She's really just like a personal preference, but you might prefer something else. I'm on 4 of the new Yao. What she does is start of your main phase. You can place a level 5 or lower Aquatic sea animal Digimon in any of your Digimon resolution sources to gain 1 memory. And then all turns, when Digimon with Aquatic sea animal are played or Digivolve, by suspending her, you draw a card, and if they're played by decode, you can make it so that one of your opponent's Digimon cannot unsuspend, or cannot suspend until the end of your turn. I think it's just Digimon, not Tamers, right? Yeah, she doesn't stop Tamers. But, like, the main thing about this card is that whenever you play the game, basically, whenever you play a Digimon, or Digivolve into a Digimon, you just draw a card. And she also easy suspends to proc your emblem. And she also just, like, gains you memory, and she can tuck a jamming inheritable into your source that doesn't have it already. So she's just like, wow. I put her in over the memory setter, and I've been trying that out, and it's pretty good. I think that's probably what I want to do. I think 4 of this is, like, pretty mandatory. You could maybe get away with 3, but, like, this just, like, fixes so many problems that this deck was having, and it just, like, I don't know, the extra memory gain, the extra card draw. Like, the 2 things you want to do in this game is draw cards and gain memory, and if your Tamer says both, I'd probably play it. Yeah, big fan. And then the other Yao we're running is the promo Yao. I'm running 2 of these. She got the Liberator, Tamer effect, start of main phase, if one has a Digimon gain memory, and then when effects add to your Digimon's Digivolution cards with Aquatic sea animal, by suspending her, you can evo into an Aquatic sea animal with cost reduced by 1. This Yao has come up sometimes. She can help you, like, shade into big evos. So say, like, you evo to the Shellmon, the Tuxa guy, you can suspend this Yao to evo to a Marine Bull, and then you can emblem to evo to a Ryukyu for free. So all in all, you went for, like, 2 to 4 memory, depending on how you did it, or 3 to 4 memory, all the way up to your level 6. You can also go to Ariemon off that play, so that's kind of neat. But she's a little awkward with the emblems, I found. Like, suspending this Yao is not as easy. And sometimes I might just want the memory setter instead, just to, like, be auto set to 3. So I might cut her for the setter, I might keep her around. I'm still testing this out, but that's my thoughts on that. I'm on 2 emblem, you could probably run 3 if you really want to. but I'd run at least 2 in this deck. I think 2 works for me because I just like see it when I need to, and that's usually turn 1. You want to play a Yao or a Sengoman, like Searcher Sengo's the best thing to play off this, and you just like set it up for big plays later. I don't really want to play it later on in the game when I'm already like in my stack and doing the things. So just like, I think 2 is fine because I see it often enough. I'm also on 4 training, so like you could do like 3 training, 3 emblem. I don't know. Emblems are just like super good and you want to play them, but the numbers are really personal preference. I'm on 1 Scramble. I'm on Scramble Yao and Scramble. I think Scramble is still worth playing. It's kind of a one-off, so like sometimes I sack it, but it's good to just evo for 2 sometimes instead of 3, because you don't get like enough memory to do your whole play, and also just like the retaliation play you get from this, and like the being able to recycle things from graveyard is still valuable to me. This is also a flex spot if you want to run like something else over Scramble, you can. I'm just on the one of, and I think it works out. I see it as often as I really want to, so because when I see it, I'm like, oh, that's cool. But if I don't see it, I'm not like begging for it. I'm on 4 training. I think any monocolor deck should be on 4 training. Like usually, there's probably some weird ones that don't actually run 4 training, but just being able to find your Yaos, being able to find your pieces that you need, and like banking the memory for later is just always been valuable in Digimon. You always wanted to do it. Like trainings, basically when they came out, they like warped the game around just monocolor decks are way better than any other deck, and I still think that's true. But other decks are getting a little more support to like help fight the trainings. You know, they have like their own memory cheat effects. But training's still good. I still play it as a 4 of, and yeah, you want the consistency tools in this deck to try, because you're a big stack deck, you want to find the right pieces. This helps you filter through your deck to find the right pieces. Anyway, that is my Liberator Fish, Ariemon, Yao deck, whatever you want to call it, for EX11. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you would be changing any cards. Let me know if I like missed anything, or any cool plays you could really do with this. Maybe I'll show you a game sometime if you guys are interested. Let me know about that. And let me know what you guys are playing for EX11, because I really like this set and I'm excited to talk about it. So if you guys want to chat about it, just leave a comment, let me know. Alright, anyway, that is it for me. I hope you have a nice day. See you and goodbye.